one we prepared earlier.
And here's a David. Mate, how are you?
Good to meet you.
Nice to see you.
And grab that.
I've got it on microphone, thank you very much.
Yes.
Now we can hear you.
Live
Right.
from Techweek TV.
That's it.
Oh, nice.
I think we'll
that?
just
We'll keep
Yep.
you on. It's great.
Is there anyone watching apart from your mother, Mike?
My mum's finished now. It's too late.
Okay, good. Just
And
checking.
we did the shout out, and she went, "Thank you, I'm
Thank
off
you
now."
very much. Yeah, good. I'll get
Sleep.
back to bingo.
Yes.
Good.
No, it's 2 a.m. in the morning or something. There.
Oh my God. Right.
Even she doesn't care that much.
Really?
That's a bit harsh, isn't
Oh,
it?
that's terrible.
Oh, Betty.
Anyway, we're getting over it.
Anyway, good.
We're getting over it.
Nice.
So, David, we've just called you a thought leader.
Wow.
Is that a thing?
That's good.
That you
might-
It means you don't have to do anything if you're a thought leader. You just have to think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be a leader in it.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm thinking pretty hard right now, actually. Good.
Proof that
Yeah.
David is a thought
Look,
leader.
thought leading happening right now. That's all
Authoring-
happening
Live on TV.
right now, live
Yes.
on Facebook Live.
Yes.
Author and comedian, and you're also the central. Let me just read this out because Courtney told us to say
Go
this.
for it.
Central to the development of the New Zealand tech and innovation story, Upstarters.
Yes. Upstarters.
Upstarters.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Upstarter.
First rule of branding, get the brand right.
I don't talk to Mike about branding.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, only
What
in
is
that,
it? What
only
is
in
that then?
Well, the concept behind Upstarters is that we're trying to come up with a way of telling a story about New Zealand technology and innovation that we think rings true to us, that is true to who we are, but also is appealing to the customers and the markets and the investors internationally. That what is it about New Zealand that makes us different? Why should they be interested in New Zealand as a country that has technology? Because most people know us for sheep and meat and cows and all that kind of good stuff.
Hobbits.
Whereas hobbits,
Yeah.
exactly. So we want to try to change the game a little bit. So the Upstarters concept is that it's about trying to talk about what makes us different. We're innovative. We come from the edge of the world. We think differently about challenges and problems. We challenge authority. So these are the kinds of concepts that come through in the Upstarters, and the kinds of people that are in there exemplify those sorts of ways of thinking. There you go.
So how did it come about? Did
Nice.
someone have a thought leader moment and went,
Yeah, a little
we've
bit
got
of
to do
thought
this?
leadership going on. Yeah. Woke up the night, had a thought leader moment.
Yeah.
Oh no! There's an overarching initiative called the New Zealand Story, which is about
Okay.
how do we change the world's perception of New Zealand away from just being, clean and green and 100% pure, which
Yeah.
is nothing wrong with that, but it's an incomplete story about New Zealand.
Yeah.
Particularly when it comes to like business and education and a few other things. So the New Zealand Story is for being around for a couple of years, and as part of that, we thought, well, actually, the technology sector in particular needs a little bit of a retelling of that story as well, and so that's where it came about.
Oh, very
and,
cool.
And over the last few years, I've written a couple of books about New Zealand technology, and so
have.
some of the I suppose the things that we put across in the book, with my co-authors with John Bridges and Michelle Dickinson, some of those things kind of came out as part of what we saw as the tech story for New Zealand.
Go on, plug. Book.
There you
What's
go.
the book name?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Hello.
Hello.
So it's
The
a
book
called-
is awesome.
But new book out called Number 8 Recharged. So Number 8 wire, the whole concept that New Zealanders can make things out of kind of a piece of wire, and the recharged concept is actually the fact that we think that needs a relook at. Just doing things on the cheap or out of a bit of wire is not really true to who we are anymore. We still retain that innovation and that kind of Kiwi ingenuity, but actually we are much more sophisticated.
We're evolving.
now.
Yeah.
We're much more sophisticated.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
And so part of the Upstarters,
Yes.
it was just you, and you wrote everything.
No, not
and,
at all.
And that's
no,
it.
no. It was
Some others involved?
Huge collaboration between NZTE, the tech sector industry body,
Yep.
a lot of entrepreneurs and investors and people in the tech sector in New Zealand and internationally.
Yep.
My team at New Zealand Trade and Enterprise. Callaghan Innovation, so basically a big full court press, and everyone's sort of talking about what are the things that we think make us unique, and actually quite a lot of synergy, quite a lot of people coming across with the same sort of concepts and ideas, and so it basically put that all together and put it in a big hopper and got some branding people and some marketing folk and made
it
it
out,
look pretty, smashed it out. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
So what
Easy.
is it that makes us different now?
Well, I think for me, I think if you look globally, and we do a lot of work, of course, with international, in my role in New Zealand Trade and Enterprise, looking at what are investors looking for in the world. So they're looking for deep, interesting technology. They're not necessarily looking for just another company doing a kind of an also-ran product.
Oh, right.
So they're looking for new ways of doing the same, of challenging problems. They're looking for things that have got a significant impact on the world. So the whole good for the world thing that's coming out
yes,
as
of
part of
course.
Techweek is actually a really big attraction. And they're looking for ingenuity, ways of working, that they don't see in their backyard. And so those are the kinds of things we're trying to hook into, and where we can have got some authentic stories. As I say, the Upstarters concept is about the individuals and the companies who can tell that authentic story to the world, basically. Yeah.
So it's like, you're here in New Zealand, you're about to go off and try and get investment. You know, take this as the easy icebreaker, if nothing else.
That's the idea.
This
so
is it.
It's supposed to give a bit of a leg up. It's not the answer to every company from New Zealand, but actually, if you're going offshore, here's a good parallel example. A few years ago, if you were a New Zealand wine company and you were trying to sell into, I don't know, Germany. First of all, you'd have to explain where New Zealand is.
Yes.
Then you would have to kind of justify and explain that we have a wine industry.
Yep.
Then you might be able to talk about your particular varietal or type of wine and why they should buy it. And so, over the years, we've managed to change the perception of the rest of the world that New Zealand is an originator of wine, for example. Very similar concept here. This will take 10 years, 20 years maybe even. But we want, when people rock up and say, I'm from New Zealand and I want to talk to you about technology, we don't want their first reaction to be, aren't you just cows and sheep and hobbits?
Yep.
We want them to go, actually, yes, I've heard of New Zealand. I know of you as an innovative country that's trustworthy, that's stable, that provides some really interesting thinking from the edge, you challenge authority. So you've already got a platform to build on. And so the concept of the upstarters and the story that we want to tell is giving companies a bit of a leg up, bit of a platform to start with. Yeah.
How do... I'm not quite sure how I'm going to frame this question.
Go on then.
And I don't know if there's an answer. So let's just crack into it and see what adventure we go with. So if I'm a company of one of the people here, possibly, that's got a company of 5, been going for a couple of years, doing something techie.
Yep.
How do they get involved in that story, or what's...
Well, a few things. They can download, so basically the whole thing is kind of an open source toolkit of assets that they can download. So if you go to upstarters.co.nz, it'll take you actually at the moment to the Techweek website where it's all hosted. But on there you'll find some videos, some kind of creative assets, PDF files, things
all
like that, things that you can use in your own marketing, and over time that'll keep getting built out.
It's like NZ Story where they've got little sort of archive of stuff you can use and use it yourself for free, right?
Yeah, all free to be used, and Creative Commons type stuff.
Yeah.
And the idea is that you can start using that. You're not having to create your own from scratch all the time, and we'll keep building that over time ourselves and the industry.
So
Something's going on. Someone's demolishing the set.
They are going to demolish the set behind us because
take my heart with you.
They've got to take all of this to Tauranga. Don't take it personally.
Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. No problem at all.
It's not in any way some sort of. Could you keep hurrying up, please?
I'm most worried that we're looking at the screen that seems to be frozen at about 15 minutes ago.
Oh, that's just me, mate.
He paused it, otherwise it gets weird.
He doesn't like seeing himself doing the thing, doing himself.
And it's also
it's Inception and
20 seconds behind us, and
I'm looking at comments here. I'm still waiting for more comments, by the way.
0 swears at the moment, by the way.
Hey,
just telling you.
Is that right?
That's a
3 popped out yesterday by mistake, but 0 today.
0.
Okay, well,
you jinxed yourself now, haven't you?
I nearly said a swear word then.
Just then.
I'm so proud of myself.
That counts, unfortunately. Nice.
Well,
yeah.
What about yourself?
What about me?
How are you doing?
Good, I'm good, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm enjoying being part of Techweek. Nice to be out and about. I've been in hospital for the last year and a bit, so it's kind of interesting to be.
You've had your own adventure.
Yeah,
wow,
exactly right. But now I'm out of it, so I'm back into my normal mode.
Very
getting to a few events, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Are you going to many?
Yeah. I had originally booked my entire week for Techweek, and now, of course, little things pop in, but I'm still getting to quite a few. Yeah.
17 was the most. Rod did an event and he got people to put hands up.
How many are they going to?
17.
Yeah.
That's spectacular.
They don't remember everything, are they? They're just showing off. It's not a numbers game, it's quality, not quantity. God.
Go in, register, next one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right.
Collecting the badges.
Get your lanyard and go.
That's right. Yeah. Get the T-shirt and you're out of here. Are these T-shirts, by the way? Am I getting a T-shirt?
Well, we're going to give you a T-shirt.
No, really?
Yeah, they're over there behind.
Oh, very nice.
There we go.
Oh, I get a red one.
They're only red ones.
Yeah.
And stickers. Absolutely. We're not allowed to do it online.
Yeah. Just quietly.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, good. Okay, we'll do it offline then.
Yeah.
Offline,
quietly. Now, I think we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Unless you want to say anything gorgeous and special to the wonderful people the
down there.
Hello, Mike's mum.
Now, seriously, she's gone. She really has.
Thank you. Good questions. I think it's good. I mean, embrace the concept of Techweek. I think it's great to see such showcase of talented and amazing things across the country. So there's a great opportunity. 500 and something events to go to. So you should be going to one of them, not sitting here watching us. That's a bit sad.
Just call our audience sad.
I mean, there's better options than these two turkeys. That's what I'm trying to say to you right now. Speaking of which, I'm going to invent now about the tech sector in Singapore. We got a few people come down from Singapore who are interested in what's going on in New Zealand, and also going to tell a little bit about what's going on in Singapore to help New Zealand businesses to understand if that's a good market to go to.
Yep.
Nice.
So that's where I'm off to next.
Fantastic.
Do some thought leading over there.
Yeah, a bit of thought leading. I'm going to do some thought leading.
It's not a thought leader after calling our audience saddos and saying we're no good, go somewhere else. I think that's a fine
I
moment
also
to leave on.
insulted you on the way through too, actually. You're right. I haven't been the greatest guest, have I? I've not been very gracious. Nice. Hey, nice to see you all.
Appreciate your time,
good to
man.
see you.
Awesome.
Lovely to see you
mate.
both. I'll give you back your microphone. It probably wasn't even turned on.
That's right.